We're making a door today. It's door day, baby.
We're making a door.
The gates to heaven.
Yes.
Today we're gonna actually seal our door. We wanted to keep it as bus-like as possible, but still homey, and keep all the glass because it's super important just in terms of seeing the visibility in this thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of blind spots when you're driving, so keep all the windows and make it so that way you can still see outside of them.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to take the two doors and make it one door.
The bus door is a bifold. It works on an electric mechanism that we ripped out. It's got two gears that ties them together, and that's why they open together. We're going to take a piece of aluminum, and we're going to run it down the middle of this with rivets on either side. And once we have this as a one single unit, we're going to cut the pivot point on this side. We want it to fold this way towards the front of the bus. That way, if we're driving and it comes unlatched, it's not going to whip open really quick and smash the side of the bus.
Ka-chow!
Exactly. So, first order of business, measure up some measuring things.
Measure the things that look measurable. We are living in a bus, but I want it to look like a house. We want it to look like a home. So we're gonna just seal this shut, make it like a traditional. We're obviously gonna have a lock and some type of locking mechanism.
Realize just now looking at this and explaining things, obviously we didn't plan. I don't know where we're gonna put our door handle. There's not much surface area to cut a hole for a regular house door handle like we were thinking.
We have to use some type of latching mechanism. Like an old school, just like, you know, a little lever that you just swipe down, or no criminals can bust through that, right? I hope that they see a bus and they're like, they probably don't have much. It's probably not worth robbing them.
Or that's all they have. And everything they own is inside it. That's robbed.
Not yet. We're not doing anything fun yet. Still gathering parts. Gathering lots of parts.
No ladder. Okay, so
Let's bring out the big guns.
new plan, I think. We're gonna take this rubber out. That'll give us space to move this side of the door over. And then we'll still do a plate that ties these together with rivets, just aluminum plate, and instead of welding it. We'll have to fill up this void of space with something. So what we're gonna do is probably take either a piece of square tubing, if we can find the right size, or we'll bend up one and weld it together, it doesn't matter. That'll give us enough space so that way we can drill a hole big enough that we can put like a house doorknob in it. It's usually like 2.5 inches or 2 1/4, I believe, 2 3/8. On the side of it, would put another hole so that way it accepts the female end of the latch, and the hole on the side for the male end of the latch.
We're making sure nobody takes our cowboy boots. Because that's all we have.
Oh shit, that stuff's expensive. I don't know, we're doing this by trial and error.
Change of plans.
We're just gonna cut it. So,
You know what they call this? They call this a buff door.
buff door. There's a famous guy that has the list, or as we say, a booth door. Had to grab the one battery that was dead. Whoa! That's how that works.
It is not very often that we've gotten bolts out that easy.
Stage right, keep all the lights on. It's time for the show to begin. I'm nervous as hell to begin. Thinking of what you said as the lights come on. Revealing the look on my face. My feelings will give me away. Woo!
Home Depot run.
Turning away, I grow.
1, 2, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
3. We got enough! 3 hours later!
We got at least something to build the door with, and if we don't like it, we can always... No, we do like it.
Night 3 of building our door from bifold to a single fold. We got the door handle installed. We had a channel that we added.
This is the C channel that we made.
Voila!
So this is a very tiny C channel. Bent up an angle and capped it with another one. Weld it together. This is going to go on this end. Fill up the gap that we took away in here.
Since we made the dimensions of the door smaller, we do need to add this C channel because this is going to be the female part. This is going to be the receiving end. So the door obviously needs a female part to go into. Like that. We just needed a hole, but we figured this was going to be the best way to fill that gap, create that seal.
Okay, so we have a little aluminum channel and we welded in some 1/2-inch block spacers. This piece, this fancy little thing, go inside like so. Aluminum blocks give us something to drill and tap into. So we got them TIG welded in there. And we're going to trim this piece. So basically the entire thickness from some mounting surface to the edge of here will be a 1/2 inch, and it'll give us the perfect depth for our door latch, theoretically.
Oh, how good are you at hitting a hammer?
Pretty damn good. How good are you at driving to the emergency room?
I trust you. Good. Nice.
This little piece has taken longer to make than any other part of that door. All right, we're making a run to Lowe's. These screws that I had are not flush mount. Between these screws and the ones on the other side of the door, they're actually hitting each other, so gotta go get flush mount ones.
Oh, that'll just work.
Ooh, we have lock.
We're committed.
Ooh.
Please be right. If it doesn't work, well, I'm ripping it apart again. You ready?
Yes.
Moment of truth.
Ooh, that was a seal.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. We now have a locking house door, ladies and gentlemen. Key keys, but now we have house keys.
I can't wait to add those to my keys.
Ready?
How's that feel?
Oh, look at that. Try to break into that. You probably could, because you can smash the window and just reach around. But
The word is really kind. Find some truth in life.